You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
Obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is, like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I know this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. And unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And so, as I told him, as I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, "Bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. We all make mistakes. And he says, "Bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on." And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me this, I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner. That was never my intent. You've been my hero. You've been my role model from as long as I can remember. And I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been, be it Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, Undisputed, ESPN. Thank you guys for your support.
What up, my people? You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Shannon Sharp. I already knew this was coming. I made a video when this lawsuit first came out, when all these accusations first came out. He said he was taking a leave. Y'all remember he's saying, "I'm taking a leave till September." Well, look, we ain't even at September yet, and Shannon Sharp has been fired from ESPN. And look, ESPN is owned by, their parent company is Disney. We all know Disney don't want no smut on their name, don't want none of this sexual allegations, don't want nothing negative towards them, and that goes along with ESPN. ESPN does not want their name associated with these allegations that Shannon Sharp has been charged with, and then he settled out of court with the young lady that which I think it was just a cash grab. I think it was a consensual relationship. I think she was just looking for a payday for real, and she got that. They settled out of court. It's been dismissed. I don't know how much he paid her. I don't know if they even said how much they paid, but it was settled out of court and it was dismissed. Both parties agreed to dismiss the case, right? So he said he was taking a leave of absence. From that day right then, I already knew it was a wrap. Shannon Sharp was about to be done with ESPN. And shout out to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was one of the reasons why First Take was what it was after and the reason why the Skip Bayless show, what was it, for the one he had with Fox Sports 1, FS1, him and Skip made a dynamic duo. They was great. I love Shannon Sharp as a podcaster, as a talking head, as a sports commentator. Great. He's great at what he does. This is why he has the success that he has with the Club Shay Shay and all the success he had at ESPN and FS1. And if y'all don't know, his brother, Sterling Sharp, two brothers, both Hall of Famers, one of the greatest tight ends, two of the greatest tight ends, Sterling Sharp and Shannon Sharp. Sterling Sharp is being, I didn't even know this, but he's being admitted to the Hall of Fame, I think, over the weekend. And you can see how apologetic and really bad he feels that this news is upsetting the news of his brother making it to the Hall of Fame. I know, I could tell just by his apology and how he's talking that he really feels bad that this negative news about him is kind of overshadowing the news that his brother is going to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure he never wanted that to happen, obviously. He wanted ESPN to hold off until Monday. to release to fire him and release the news of him being fired. He asked them, and look, I don't fault him for asking, but ESPN really don't have no type of relationship to where they feel like they had to hold it off. So and like, look, this is business is business. In this business, people get fired. It just so happened that it corresponded with the time that his brother was getting admitted to a Hall of Fame. He wanted to hold it off for that reason, just for that reason. He asked them to, and they didn't want to do that. So they released him, fired him before the weekend, before Monday. So I think Shannon Sharp, he's gonna be all right. There's other channels, there's other sports news channels, there's other sports news networks. He could go on one of those. He already really got his own platform to where he can do everything he was doing on ESPN. He can start his own. He already did start his own. He got his own podcast on YouTube with Ocho Cinco. So he already got his own platform. He didn't need ESPN. Although he said it in the video that he loves working for ESPN. Like I said, cash grab. This was just a cash grab, and just the news of this is what I'm talking. Like, just the accusations can damage somebody's career. That's why it's very, very important, and really we gotta make, like, the people that come out and are with all these lies, and we got to do a good job and a better job of vetting people that come out and make these accusations, because just the mere accusations, whether they're true or false, and a lot of times they're false, can destroy somebody's career, can mess up their relationships, mess up their money. And this is just another example. I think that he did anything wrong in that relationship? No, I don't. I didn't see nothing that he did wrong. Everything, her text messages, she wanted him to do this type of stuff. The stuff that she's accusing him of doing, she wanted. So I believe she did all this. She probably had this in her head from the beginning, that she was going to do this. Like, yeah, let me do this and play along. But then in the end, it just reeks of lies and a cash grab. Y'all let me know what y'all think though in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. We got memberships now, $1.99 a month. Shout out to the 2 members, Angela Reddick, John Paul, and we out here, rain, sleet, or snow. We gonna get the content. We gonna get the content. We don't take no days off here. The 7-Day Theory. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.